Hi, coming live from upcountry Thailand. It's a little bit chilly here this morning. It gets a bit cold in the morning this time of the year in Thailand. It's just gone 7 a.m. and yeah, just wanna. Some of you may not know that I actually studied horology, watch and clockmaking for 3 years in a school of jewelry, Birmingham, back in 2009 to 12. And yeah, I got I had a good insight into clocks and watches and clocks. But yeah, so we're going to take a look at a few watches, classic watches over the years, coveted by many collectors. So let's start with the first one. Oh, by the way, I've used renderings on, so one or two of these images may not be 100% the same. Yeah, just let you know that. So start off with Rolex GMT2, the Pepsi blue and red watch. Uh, I'm I'm rather like these watches. I've done an essay actually on Rolex sports watches uh, when I was studying, and it gave me a good insight into them, and I've been interested in them ever since. And I used to dive years ago, but I don't dive anymore, so I won't don't have no need of a diving watch. But I do like this Rolex GMT2. Um, yeah, it's good for traveling different time zones and a pilot's watch. And but the other one I also like is the Sky Dweller, which is higher price point. But I didn't realize it was a higher price point actually till I looked it up. But, also very nice with the different time zones. So who knows? So I work hard, and you might be familiar with the GMT2 in the Pepsi blue and red bezel. So now the woman's Longines Dolce Vita watch. Just throwing a few ladies' watches in there or women's watches these days, and yeah, just one for the ladies. Bell and Ross BRX1 designer watch. I think they started in about '94 or something, and could call them new kids on the block. But they look very. I like the look of these watches and kind of military style, robust, and I've heard they put a higher spec movement in them now. So yeah, uh, very nice. And I first come across these watches when I was studying, and I wasn't familiar with them before. But I bought a book on designer watches, still at home in the UK somewhere, and I saw this watch in there. They had so many different designer watches, uh, high ticket items. Women's Breitling watch, gold with lab grown diamonds. So a bit of glam, and I guess at a price point that you can rate the bank. And, very nice watch, women's watch. This is a classic, of course. The watch that was worn when they went to the moon in 1969. It's been a classic ever since. and the Omega Speedmaster Moonphase Professional, and yeah, very nice. By the way, my link is in the scroll that for my websites. There's plenty of freebies on there, and yeah. Oh, I put the Maurice Lacroix in there, as this was one of the first watches that I owned back in the day, and mine was 18 karat gold chronograph, very heavy it was, and it was a nice watch. And yeah, um, yeah, and yeah, I've been fond of Maurice Lacroix ever since. And it was, you know, I don't know how to say this, but I used to take it to the pawnbrokers, and the pawnbrokers never took watches, but because it was solid gold, they used to take it. And this one, Tudor, also made by Rolex. I've got my eye on Tudor. I think I wouldn't mind owning one of these watches. I've never had one, but I think I would like to have one. And a two-tone blue dial women's watch. Tag Her, I know is popular. And this one, the Formula One. Quartz, I like quartz watches. One, they're a lower price point, can make a good present if you're on a budget, and also they keep excellent, superior timing. So, and this one's a chronograph. Um, yeah, nice thing to have. Breguet, classic complications, Tourbillon watch, a master watchmaker, and also nice clock, a master clockmaker. And I think they've been going for hundreds of years, and 1700s something. And yeah, masterpiece of engineering, horology, high horology. And another classic, the Patek Philippe Nautilus. What can you say? It's a beautiful lines. The bezel, the curved bezel, hexagonal. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful watch. Very coveted collector's item. And last, kind of, I put this in there for pride of place. The late George Daniels, master horologist, possibly the best horologist at his time in the world. And his revolutionary invention, the coaxial escapement, yeah, used by Omega, went on to be used by Omega, but George Daniels was the inventor. And yeah, understated, stunning watches. Really, I think you have one of these in your collection, you know you've arrived. And anyway, I won't keep you too long. Just to say, my links in the scroll below. And if you have any questions for me or anything you want me to show another time, put it in the comments. And yeah, see you next time.